Welcome to the college football playoff. The season's had plenty of ups and downs, but all the drama has led up to this point, the beginning of this 12-team playoff in front of a home crowd and a raucous environment. And we have a very compelling contest here tonight. Two teams that the committee ranked basically even. The one side gets to enjoy a raucous, rowdy home field advantage. So we'll see the number 9 seed in this playoff, the Florida Gators, taking on the number 8 seed in the playoff, the Wisconsin Badgers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined as always by Kirk Herbstreit. And the playoff is here. We've got a tremendous on-campus environment. Can't wait to get this one started. The kickoff team is out there, and here we go. The college football playoff about to get underway. Offense begins at the 40 after that penalty. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? And they'll run it. Hand it off to the running back. Nothing doing in that play. The big D tackle there for the stop.
They're just trying to establish the run. There's not much there, but give credit to that defensive line and those linebackers attacking the line of scrimmage to negate any chance at all.
Just underway, and this home crowd is fired up and ready to make a difference today. Getting close to midfield now. They bring him down to the 47.
It's not a huge gain here, but if you add up multiple runs like that throughout the course of a game, by the fourth quarter, you're going to start to see that affect the defense.
Sets up as a 3rd and 3 here on this opening possession. Back to pass. It's Lagway. Pass is caught. Breaks loose at the 40. And they tackle him, but not before a huge gain down near the 26.
Oh, the defense. They get this offense to a 3rd down early in the game, a chance to get him off the field, but instead this quarterback shows you why they've had such a great year with a conversion.
And the Gators line up on 1st and 10 now. Pickup is 5 yards, so it's 2nd down and 5.
It's a good, solid game. 5 or 6 yards. Love to see that from the running game.
A gain makes it 2nd and medium. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. And the sophomore able to bring him down quickly.
Boy, I'm a big fan of that jet sweep motion like that. It really forces the defense to stretch them out horizontally and can create some vertical seams for this offense. They got some positive yards. Didn't quite get the first down, but I'll tell you what they've done. Planted a seed on this defense that they better defend this style of play moving forward.
They're going to throw for it on 3rd and short. Grab near the sticks. It's Ray. Not much after the catch, but it is good enough for a 1st down.
Well, when you play zone defense on 3rd down and you don't get pressure from your defensive line, you're going to give a quarterback a lot of time to be able to find an open receiver and eventually get the 1st down. Not surprised at all that they're able to convert.
Looking to throw it on 1st down. He flips it to the back across the middle. Brought down, but the completion moves the ball down to the 4.
But it's another completion by this quarterback. Another great gain in a 1st down, and already over 30 yards through the air. This quarterback is in a zone here to start this game.
The Gators line it up with 1st and goal. And the offense will now quickly spend a timeout.
Timeout. Florida.
And the crowd really making some noise now, trying to help out this defense to get this stop near the goal line. To throw, it's Lagway. Oh, and it's batted down by the defense. Great play to deny a touchdown.
Chris, that ball gets tipped and goes straight up into the air. That's anybody's ball. The defense does a really good job down in this area expecting the pass. The ball's in the air. Ball gets tipped. Keep in mind, the offense or the defense can get underneath that for a play, and the ball hits the ground for an incompletion.
And tackled there by the defense.
Hey, the defense is doing everything that they can to try to keep these guys out of the end zone. Now we've got a big third down coming up.
Listen to the crowd energy here in the early going. This is a tough environment for visitors. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Here we go, Chris. Early in the game, opening drive. This is a big decision and really an opportunity to send a message for this offense. Do you go for this close to the goal line and make that statement, or do you settle for 3?
So their first drive of the game, they're going to go for it on 4th down. Aggressive start. They'll try the option play here. He'll pitch it. Fights his way in for the score. Touchdown, Florida. This offense comes out, immediately gets points on the board. Welcome to the playoff.
Man, that's coming out on the field with a purpose. Look, it's playoff time. Everything you prepare for is earned here and now. And that opening drive was the fruits of that preparation.
No problem on the snowy field. The PAT is good. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. Fielded in the end zone. It's Barry Johnson. And he stopped at the 20. Tried to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. The defense all over it. They stop him right at the line.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
Now it's 2nd down here. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. Catch made on the out route. Breaking free at the 35. The gain is enough to move the sticks. Ball at the 40.
Chris, you can see when the offensive line does their job and gives this quarterback time to throw, you're going to see plays like this and first downs for the Badgers offense. They've had some good ones over the years. Very efficient. Of course, Russell Wilson is the name that stands out, but they've had others. Scott Tolzien, Darrell Bevel, Jim Sorgi, Brooks Bollinger. Some good quarterback play that always seems to make the right decision.
By the receiver. Loses 3. 2nd down coming up.
Here's the 2nd down play. Here's a throw underneath to the tight end. He'll be taken down, but he crosses midfield to the 48.
Here the defense was committed to stop the run. And in an RPO, that's a dangerous thing to do. The quarterback sensed that, just pulled the ball out, got it out to the right flat for some good yards.
The Badgers pick up enough yardage to get a fresh set of downs. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. He's moving out of the pocket now. And he just throws it away incomplete. Didn't see anybody open. It's going to bring up 2nd down.
Well, this defense has been incredible all year long, and they continue to be that way in the postseason. Just getting after this offense, whether it's putting pressure on the quarterback, great coverage downfield. Right now, they are dominating this game.
Handoff here from the shotgun. Fights through the tackler. And they tackle him, but a nice pickup on that running play.
Hey, nice RPO here by the offense. Defense is going to sit back, make it easy on the quarterback, hand it off up the middle. Nice solid game. Stay ahead of the chains.
Critical 3rd down play for this offense right here. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. It's a short completion to the big tight end. And the runner steps out of bounds, but does have enough yardage to pick up the first down.
Good job here by this offense coming up with this first down on that 3rd down play. They knew they're going to have to deal with a lot of pressure, did their job, gave the quarterback time. They convert, and listen, you're down early in this game. Every possession matters. You need points on this drive, and they're able to have that chance now with that conversion.
choosing to just throw the ball away that time. Second down play now coming up.
It has been a tough first half in this playoff game for this offense. They cannot get anything going through the air. Not only they down the scoreboard, but there's really nothing to build around as we get ready to go into the second half.
Tackled after a 3-yard gain, so it sets up a 3rd and 7.
Well, anytime you use your quarterback as a runner, the goal is obviously to hit some big plays. You've got to be careful of letting your quarterback take too many big hits. Not only can he get tired, he can also start to fumble the football.
Short pass finds the tight end. And he picks up the first down before they get him to the ground. And the Badgers come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. Receiver in motion now. First down, looking to throw the ball. He's escaping the pocket now. And it's a throwaway. That's a good call down here in the red zone on first down.
Man, I like this play. And not only is it the right play, throwing it away like that, but given that he had no other option, he just did what he's supposed to do to survive and get ready for this next down.
Second down play coming up.
42 Spider. 4-2 Spider.
It goes in motion. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place, and it gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
First and goal, handoff. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, this defense is being challenged. They're close to their own goal line, but how about this play? All 11 guys coming together. They stood firm. The result is a short loss for the offense. Nice job.
Backed up to the 5-yard line now for second and goal. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. Trying for the end zone, running it right up the gut. And he runs it into the end zone. Touchdown, Badgers. And they get set now to try the PAT. Knocks it right through. Now they get set to kick it away. When the kickoff heads out of bounds, the offense will begin from the 40. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? A pop pass on the jet sweep. Brought down after a 7-yard gain, so it's 2nd and 3.
You know, the good thing about this play is it's not an explosive play, but it really gives you a chance now to be able to pick up a first down here on this next play.
Second down play coming up for this offense. He'll hand it off. Breaks loose at the 40. They finally get him, but it's across midfield. Big gain to the 33.
Well, Chris, you think about over the years with the Gators and their offense, it's always about Steve Spurrier and spreading it out and fun and gun and attacking downfield. But I think these great Gator teams, they have an ability to do what we just saw right here. Pick up a first down on the ground, relying on that offensive line and their running back.
And tackled after a small pickup there.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play
out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
And it's intercepted. He stepped in front of that bullet. Big takeaway, now looking for a big return. It's a big return off the INT. They steal their offensive possession.
Well, this is the chance you take throwing the football in these conditions. I don't know if the quarterback ever had a real good grip on the ball in the snow. Puts it up in the air, and the defense is able to come up with a pick.
Takes the handoff, heads to the right. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Well, there's that excellent linebacker with a clear path just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time, the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
Well, anytime an offensive coordinator calls a wide receiver screen, he's trying to get offensive linemen out in front of the receiver to create a wall so that receiver can pick a lane to run through. How about the defense here, though? That's called team pursuit and swarming to the football. They didn't give him any lanes, so not much yards downfield for the receiver.
Offense facing a 3rd and long from the 28. Got to have your pass protection in order on this play. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here. Hit as he releases it, and the pass falls incomplete.
I see what the quarterback's trying to do here. He's holding on to that football to the last possible second to give that play a chance. But he held it just a little bit too long, and the defense is able to hit him to force that incompletion.
And the punt will just bounce out of bounds. The Gators offense retakes the field. They had it going on the last drive, but it ended abruptly with the interception. Let's see what they can do here. Quick throw over the middle. He pulls it in for a big gain. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big gain. They attack the deep middle of this defense, come up with a big play.
Nice job giving that quarterback time to throw. Good job of making that read to the middle of the field and working against those safeties, and a big play is the result.
Going with the old counter run here. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
Boy, I thought he might shake free there. He's able to break 1 tackle, but give credit to the secondary. Good job of coming up and run support.
Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. It's the wide receiver coming in motion now. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Finding enough space for a solid gain before they stop him.
Man, that jet sweep action puts so much pressure on a defense. You get so locked in on their ball attacking you downhill. But when offenses sprinkle this kind of offense in, it stretches this defense out wide and can create some vertical seams for big plays.
A gain sets up a 3rd down play. To the air, it's Lagway. Short connection to the tight end here. They pick up the 1st down, tackle at the 25.
Chris, that's another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show why he's had such a great year this year. When he has time to throw, he gets his feet set. He's as accurate as any quarterback in the country.
And looking to throw now on 1st down. And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. We'll take a quick pause before the half as we reach the 2-minute warning. Incompletion sets up a 2nd down. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. And it falls incomplete.
Man, Chris, I don't know if that was a bad read by the quarterback or a bad route by the receiver. They got to get this cleaned up before the next time they go through the air.
The offense was moving well, but 2 incompletions sets up a 3rd and 10. Looking to throw yet again. And it's the senior getting home with the sack.
Well, the reality with any screen pass is they usually take a little bit of time to develop.
And though they often can hit big, sometimes they take too long to cook up, and sometimes you can get sacked.
And on 4th down, the punter sends it away. With the return, it's Barry Johnson. The coverage team able to bring the returner to the ground. And the Wisconsin offense back out on the field. They were held to a quick 3-and-out last time, looking to put together a positive drive here. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. It's a run to the left. Powers through the tackle. Moves the ball out across the 30. That's good for a first down.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
Oh, he tosses it back. He'll take a deep shot here. Catch made. It's a big play inside the 30. They're not going to get him. He's in. Touchdown, Wisconsin. That's the flea flicker executed perfectly. We're seeing more and more of this in college football, Kirk.
Yeah, and it's just one of those gadget plays you like to have in your arsenal. The defense in this case, they were sucked up and completely out of position after that initial handoff and allowed the receiver to get behind the coverage and make it for an easy touchdown pass.
And he'll bring it out from inside the 10. Stop at the 22. That's pretty solid coverage there. And the Florida offense retakes the field. Well, it's been an entertaining first half. Not much time remaining to cut into this lead. Looking to throw it deep. That one is incomplete. Took a downfield shot on first down, but missed it.
Well, it's an incompletion here, but I bet this secondary is going to play a little bit deeper just to make sure they don't get hit on any deep throws later in this game.
Incomplete. Second down coming up. Looking downfield. It's Lagway. Looking to set up a screen pass here. Good job of the defense to fight through the blocks on that screen. He's short of the first down marker. Timeout is called by the defense. That's their first of the half. They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. And he'll drop back here on third down. And he lofts one deep over the middle. And the pass is dropped incomplete. Would have had a huge gain. Took his eye off the ball. The Gators will line up to kick it away.
Boy, Chris, what a hit there on that third down play by the defensive back. If he doesn't make that play, that's probably a first down, and they move the sticks. Instead, we've now got fourth down.
Returner is brought down. Gets us started with the next drive. The Badgers offense back out on the field. Trying to build on this lead before halftime. They got off to a slow start, but they've gotten it going here in the second quarter. Quarterback leaves the pocket on the move now. And it's incomplete on the throwaway. Didn't find anybody open. Brings up a second down now.
Man, the defense took everything away from him. What do you expect him to do? He can't force the ball into traffic and potentially throw the interception. Does a good job of getting out of the pocket, away from the pressure, and just throw the ball away. See what happens on this next down.
Now the offense will call a timeout here. Something they didn't like about what they saw there. Wanting to make an adjustment before this critical down. One of those critical third down plays coming up. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. The pass is off target. He got hit as he threw as the third down pressure worked.
Man, on your own side of the field, you're playing a risky game here. 3rd and short. Your goal should just be keep this drive alive the best way you can sometimes is just hand the ball off to your running back and have him get behind that offensive line and go to work. Curious to see what they do now here on this 4th and short.
And the returner will be brought down. So they start the drive looking for some late fireworks here, less than 30 seconds before halftime. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Trying to extend the play. He's hit as he throws it. Intercepted, picked off by the defense. He's got some room and some blockers here. Touchdown, Badgers. Wow, what a play, a defensive score.
Just a tough spot to be as a quarterback. He feels the pressure. He wants to get rid of the ball. But you can see what can happen when the pressure gets to that quarterback right in his face. The ball is up in the air. The defense is able to come down with it, not only for an interception, but they get a touchdown themselves.
Return here from inside the 15-yard line. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. Looks like the final play of the half coming up. Looking downfield. It's Lagway. He's running out of time here. Throw to the running back in the flat. Finally out of bounds after a solid gain, but there is a flag on the field. So let's check this out. Looks like one more play here before halftime. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. And they get him down in what will be the final play of this first half. Minutes going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it down to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16. And the Wisconsin offense is back out on the field. We get the second half started with the running play. Gets some space. No shot to bring him down. That's a big hit at the end, but they earn a fresh set of downs. They trust the left side of that offensive line and come up with a huge play on the ground.
Yeah, your favorite, Chris, there. The old pin and pull there to the left side. Great blocking on the left side, able to create a great push. Nice crease, and the back found that with the vision and picks up some big yards for that first down.
So just one play, and they're just shy of midfield now. Oh, here comes the reverse. Breaks loose at the 40. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks. More than enough for a first down. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. They'll test the right side here.
There's just not a whole lot of options here for this quarterback on the RPO. The defense, give them credit. They did a nice job of sniffing it out. I wouldn't be surprised if the quarterback is second-guessing that decision of giving it to the back instead of pulling that and either running it himself or maybe making a nice throw.
It's a nice wrap-up there by the junior.
You know, in the RPO game, the quarterback's got to make really sound decisions on that read. Either give it when it's the right time or you pull it out and make the throw. Here, I think he's kind of in that gray area, decides to hand it off and at least picked up some positive yards.
It's a short completion of the tight end. The defense stops him just short of the marker. That'll bring up 4th down.
Really tight coverage here by this defense. Now, they give up the pass underneath, but do a nice job of rallying to the football to keep him short of that 1st down marker. And now we've got a decision here on 4th down.
And the Badgers will look to convert here on 4th down. Fourth down, looking to throw for it. Quarterback escapes the pocket. Scrambling around now, looking downfield. Finds his receiver. That's enough for the 1st down. Touchdown, Wisconsin. Still no answer for this offense.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
Now the kickoff team is out on the field. Mistake by the kicker, and the offense will set up now at the 40. Big guys up front lined up. It's 1st down. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And the senior making a disruptive impact play.
Chris, I love the call here to send the linebacker after the quarterback, and we have seen so many linebackers with the ability to rush the quarterback in their days of playing at Wisconsin. T.J. Watt stands out. Going back to Chris Borland, who had the ability to blitz. T.J. Edwards. And somehow, some way, don't you feel like you got to get J.J. Watt in here?
What a spin move. He's in the clear now. Fighting off the tackler. In a big game before he goes out of bounds, the offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. It's an important 1st down on that running play. Little eye candy here from the offense, some pre-snap motion. Again, thrown out of the RPO, and it's complete. Makes the 1st down, but pays a price. Big hit there at the end.
Of all the receivers to lose track of, it's this guy, one of the best receivers in the entire country. Lucky that wasn't a score.
And the Gators starting a new series here on 1st and 10. Back to pass. It's Lagway. He's going for a big play downfield. Makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Gators.
Great job here by the play caller, going to that 5 wide receiver set. You put all these guys out in space and create one-on-one matchups. It's very tough on this defense to try to win all the matchups and give the quarterback credit for being able to find where he wanted to go to be able to come up with that touchdown.
Point after, knocked right through. Getting set to kick the ball off now.
14.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And the returner brought down by the coverage team there.
And your Wisconsin Badgers will take over 1st and 10.
And the Wisconsin offense back out on the field. The last drive, the ground game, was so successful. Ended in a touchdown. We'll see if the defense can respond to it this time. They'll run it to the right side. Only a small gain. Now looking at 2nd and 9.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
Offense showing a bunch formation now. Pre-snap motion from the offense. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. Well, they run it right into a blitz, and that linebacker was coming downhill, Kirk.
Man, what a time to call that blitz here by the defensive coordinator. And you're right, he shoots right through that A-gap. Really, the back had nowhere to go. By the time he got the ball in his hands, the linebacker's right in his face.
And the ball is picked off. Follows the pick with a nice return before finally being brought down.
Wow, a risky call by the offensive coordinator, playing with the lead in the playoff in the second half, throwing the football. I don't disagree with it, but now you give this defense a chance to create a turnover, and they capitalize here with the pick.
A chance to get right back into this football game. It's first down and goal. Here's the option play. Pitch play to the back. And he's tackled down at the 4-yard line. Defense getting pushed back.
Well, the defense is locked in on this running back, and for good reason. He's already scored a couple touchdowns. If I'm the offensive coordinator, give it to him one more time. Let him make it a hat trick.
We'll see if the offense can punch it in on second and goal. Dropping back. It's Lagway. Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up third down. And here comes the noise. This crowd is trying to inspire this defense to make a big red zone stop. And we're able to get him down.
What a stop by this defense here on third down and goal. They've been put in a very tough situation, and 3 straight plays, they've stepped up. Now, a big decision for the head coach for the offense. What is he going to do here after those 3 plays? Is he still going to try to get this touchdown?
The offense trailing here in the second half. This is a crucial fourth down try. On the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. This one falls incomplete. The defense makes a fourth down stop.
This is the chance you take here as an offensive coordinator and a play caller. You go for it here. You draw it up perfectly. You think this is the right play, and then the execution is not there. So the defense catches a break, and they get the ball back to their own offense.
And here comes the Badgers offense back out on the field. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. Makes the catch, but the defense breaks in the ball, and it's a short gain.
It's exactly what you want to see as a play caller. You get positive yards to be able to kind of keep you on schedule as a play caller. That's all you can ask for. Good job up front and a nice run.
He'll ride the back again here. He's free around the 15. Oh, and he breaks free. It's a foot race. He stopped, but he gets a first down.
Well, you can just feel the home crowd standing on their feet when this running back had a chance to start to accelerate downfield. They know exactly what this guy is capable of doing, that he can flat out go. He took off on that one.
Here's the handoff. Football knocked loose in the backfield. They retained possession, but that's a huge loss. Hold on a second. The replay official has signaled that he wants to have another look at this play. So after taking a closer look, the officials are going to overturn that previous ruling on the field.
That's the end of the third quarter of play. The score, Wisconsin 28, Florida 14.
Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a second down play. Finds that big tight end for a short pass. And he heads out of bounds after gaining a few yards.
Chris, that's another nice pickup through the air. I thought they might be really just out to run the football here with the lead. But instead, they're electing to throw the football. Different routes, quarterbacks in rhythm. Really, it's almost an extension of their passing game.
42 Spider.
Receiver in motion now. Quick throw by the quarterback off the RPO. And moves the ball to the 35, and another first down.
Well, the defense gets these guys to third down. They got a chance to get them off the field, and instead they give up the first down. So the clock will continue to move, and the defense is really at the mercy of this offense at this point.
And the Badgers pick up enough yardage for a first down.
Green 25.
And the wideout goes in motion. They'll hand it off. He's going to lose yardage here. The defense pursues and forces him out of bounds.
That is the absolute worst thing to do right now in this situation. Working with the lead, you stop the clock and you lose yardage. That's not a recipe for success late in the game. You've got to be able to find a way to keep the ball in bounds while keeping it on the ground.
Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. And the sack is made. That's a nice play there by the sophomore.
A really good job by this defense. The quarterback looked to be trying to work through his progressions to find his open receiver, but before he knew it, he's on his back.
So 2 losses in a row puts him in a tough spot, third and very long. Offense looking to throw the ball. He'll take a deep shot here. And that's incomplete. They weren't afraid to let it fly, but it brings up a fourth down.
Oh, my gosh. They almost came up with another interception. They had a pick on the last drive. They're doing such a good job of baiting this quarterback into throwing the ball into coverage and then making a play on the ball. Let's see if they can keep this going.
That punt heading out of bounds, so there'll be no return here. Offense is back out on the field now. The last possession, they moved it down into scoring position, but got stopped on 4th and goal. Got to put that behind them.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Important second down play coming up. Takes the handoff again. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Chris has just really been the story of the game. This defense has completely eliminated this offense's ability to run the football, made them one-dimensional, and that's why they haven't been able to put many points on the board.
Interesting play call here. 3rd and short inside their own 20. They want to get this drive going, or a punt could give the opponents excellent field position. Grab behind the line. It's Wilson. And the defense smothers him for no gain.
Man, really good job here by the defense, flying around, recognizing the ball is out, and then making the tackle short of the first down.
The offense stays on the field, down multiple possessions. Easy choice. Fourth down. He's throwing for it. And it falls incomplete for a turnover on downs.
Well, I don't blame the offensive coordinator here. It's the right thing to do down a couple of scores. They just didn't execute.
The offense is set up with excellent field position. Off the play fake on first down. Hit just as he throws the ball. And it's incomplete, targeting a man right near the goal line.
Boy, really nice job by this defense. Not only do they pressure the quarterback and get after him, but I don't think they tipped their hand with their coverage. They actually waited to the last possible second to bracket this receiver, and it almost paid off for an interception.
They'll use that running game, trying to bleed the clock here. Powerful running into the secondary. Touchdown, Badgers. This offense is still clicking.
And that's another touchdown for this guy. This defense better adjust and get eyes into that backfield, or he may go for a 3rd or a 4th later today.
Extra point up and good. A 3-touchdown lead now here in the final quarter. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. Gators offense retakes the field. Remember, last time, went for it on fourth down and got stopped. The opponent went right down the field. See if they can recover from that here. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
It leads to second down.
On the set.
That play makes it 2nd and 10. Motion by the back. Defense better adjust. Running out of time in the pocket. That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact. No flag. Moves up 3rd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out the punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, he's unable to hold on to the football.
Tough situation for the offense. 3rd and long from their 25. Let's see if the defense brings some heat here. Looking to throw. It's Lagway. Bringing pressure. Incomplete. He was hit as he threw the ball. That's a big 3rd down defensive play.
Well, that's not what you want to see as an offense when you're trailing late in a football game. An incompletion on 3rd down and long. Hey, it's a bit of a risk. With that clock looking the way it looks right now, I think you got to go for it here and hope to convert on 4th and long.
And he's throwing for it on 4th down. He fires this throw and is intercepted. Tackled after a short return to the 23. Nice play by this defense.
Well, this defense has been great the entire football game here. They knew they had a lot of pressure on them in the playoff. They stepped up and played well all game long, and now they get a critical interception here late in this game.
And the Wisconsin offense is back out on the field. They'll try to run it with the option. And the quarterback can't even get the pitch off. That play goes nowhere.
Loses 5. Brings up second down.
Ready up.
2nd down after that previous play.
Pound 55 feet. Ready up.
And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. Catch made on the right side. And they bring him down. That's a very solid gain, but still well short of the marker.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
Quick throw caught on the left side. And he's brought down at the 1-yard line. What a play on the completion.
And I've really enjoyed watching this guy play all year, and it's been great to see him in person today, making good decisions, accurate throws, and keeping this offense moving.
The Badgers trying to punch it in. It's 1st and goal. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. Touchdown, Wisconsin, and the route is on. We had a short field. The offense did exactly what they're supposed to do. That would have been a big ask for the defense there.
Absolutely. But when you're given that kind of field position, anything less than a touchdown would be a disappointment. They did exactly what they needed to do by capitalizing on that short field.
The extra point is good. They stretch the lead a little bit more. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give their returner an opportunity to bring this back. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. And the Florida offense retakes the field. This drive is important. Last one ended in an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. Dropping back. It's Lagway. He stays alive. Quarterback escapes the pocket and takes off. They got him. Defense comes up with a sack. And that's the 2-minute warning here. This offense desperate to cut into this lead and then try to get the football back. So from the 16-yard line, it's now 2nd and long. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. The tight end makes the catch downfield. They bring him down, but the drive has now reached the 35.
How about this guy making this throw? I mean, they have harassed him all game long, and here we are in the fourth quarter. He takes another hit, and this time gets enough on it to be able to complete it. Great play by the quarterback.
First down, looking to throw the football. Quarterback moving out of the pocket, trying to create. Oh, a sack. The senior on this defense making a big play.
This defense has been lights out today. Great job once again applying pressure on this quarterback. This poor quarterback, he doesn't know what he has seen today. Not able to get anything going to be able to try to compete in this game. They're down big, and now they're just hoping for that clock to run out.
He's moving out of the pocket. Time is running out. They'll take a deep shot. Catch made down inside the 25. What an electric play. Suddenly, they move into scoring position down to the 24. And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve as much clock as possible. The Gators begin a new series here, 1st and 10.
Get set, get set.
Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. Looks to the left for a quick throw. Touchdown, Florida. This quarterback on fire today.
Well, you can tell that this play caller, the offensive coordinator, he's thinking about the future. He wants to see how his quarterback and how this offense wants to compete when this game's out of reach. He's going to be very happy with the result of this play.
Extra point splits the uprights. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back.
21.
He'll return it from inside the 10-yard line. Makes it to the 16. That's good coverage there. So the offense calls a timeout here. That's their first of the half.
Timeout, Wisconsin.
First down here for this offense. Looking out throwing here to start the drive. And that's incomplete. Even on a first down pass attempt, he felt heavy pressure.
From the snap of the ball, it looked like he knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, but the guy just had him blanketed, and he still tried to get the ball squeezed in there. He's got to do a better job of working through his progressions to find that open man.
Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. That's a bullet right into the heart of the field. Deep ball is caught for a huge gain here. Touchdown, Badgers. This one is getting ugly. And now the try here for the extra point. And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. Here's the kickoff team now, set to move this one away. Kick crosses the goal line before bouncing over the sideline. It'll be a touchback. Florida offense is back out on the field now. They need a miracle. A couple of them here in the last couple minutes. Down big. A pop pass on the jet sweep. And it's good for a first down to the 36.
Gain of 11. And that's a first down for the offense.
A running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Nice grab. It's Wilson. They make the tackle, but not before a solid gain on that pass. And the coach quickly calls timeout after the play, trying to hold on to as much time as possible. Pass complete. It's second down now. Dropping back. It's Lagway. The junior quarterback fortunate to avoid the turnover there.
Boy, this offense has really struggled today, Chris, when it comes to throwing the football. They have dug themselves a huge hole. They're not going to have any chance of coming back. And I think one thing about this is you wonder where you go from here. You're hoping to make a play or two to give yourself a belief that things can get better, but it's just been a disastrous day for the offense.
The QB throws his third pick of the day. And he's got some open field ahead. So a great return following the pick of finally able to get him down.
Oh, you feel terrible for this quarterback. He's played well all year. He's trying to make a play, trying to force it into coverage because they need points at this point in the game to try to advance into the next round of the playoffs. Puts it into coverage, and that's probably going to do it.
Quick throw. That's an RPO caught on the left side. Touchdown, Wisconsin. And the beatdown continues. But Kirk, this quarterback told us this is my time to shine. A playoff game. He has gone out and backed that up so far.
Yeah, he's done everything that's been asked of him and more. Just a great job of getting into a rhythm. Really tough to defend. Right now, the defensive coordinator, you can see him down there. He's throwing his headset. He's frustrated. He's got to come up with some new wrinkles to try to slow this guy down.
And the kickoff goes out the side of the end zone, close to a penalty there, but it'll be a touchback. The Gators offense retakes the field. At this point, there's not much you can do except play for pride. There's some pre-snap movement, back in motion. Interception number 4 today for this QB.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the second half, and the defense comes up with a big turnover that could be the nail in the coffin.
So here's the first play of the drive now. They begin at the 41. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Pass caught out of the 20. They bring him down, but not before an explosive play through this offense through the air. Now a timeout is called with just 10 seconds left to play. And the Badgers move into the red zone.
Let's go!
Looking to throw it on 1st down. Heavy pressure, he lets it go. And he just throws the ball away there and lives to play another down. That's a smart choice on 1st down. Coming to the line on 2nd down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long.
Terrier!
There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. Launching one to the end zone. And it's incomplete, very near the goal line. Of course, in the playoffs, it's survive and advance. This is a crucial W. Great performance, but now the stage gets even bigger. The challenges will continue.